How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, this video that I'm getting ready to do, I have to admit to the royal family, my own words literally are haunting me. So the first video I did was about Don Lemon, sister passing, and I was letting the royal family know that I had did a video in October in regards of Don Lemon receiving death threats. And I was pointing out, I was being very specific about certain things that I was pointing out, and how these people are not playing. We have to fully understand who we are dealing with. And we got a sector in our community where they want to be inclusive with these people. And the thing is, once you have mentally and physically made up your mind that you want to be a part of these people, and you also want to hold up their system, there are some unwritten rules, and you cannot backslide. They don't tolerate that. See, these people, we have to respect even the people that do evil, that they are disciplined enough to stay on code. Yes, I did say that. I didn't say like. I didn't say that that we have to bow down to them, but we have to look at that they are so disciplined. They are so committed to achieving whatever they're trying to achieve, and they stay on code. We lack the discipline. We lack the code amongst us. And I listen to many of us speak, from the youngest to the youngest to the oldest and in between. We're brilliant, but we have been affected by this system, as brilliant as we is. And then deep in our subconscious, deep into our core, because we are the first of everything. I keep re-emphasizing that we come from royal stock. And just imagine, my royal family, you are in the kingdom, and the next thing you know, you on the bottom of a ship, and it's horrible down there. Smells you never smelled. And you're looking from your left, and you're looking to your right, and you're seeing the kingdom in the bottom of a ship with rats and piss and shit, where the day before we bathe every day, groom ourselves every day, eat the finest food and everything. Even our clothing was laced in gold. So deep in, it's in our blood, it's in our DNA. And there's a hurt there. And there's also a great deal of embarrassment that the very people, the first, the chosen ones, we were so far advanced, and what we did, we're disobedient. And so our Father had to punish us. So the very thing I and you and we and they have been saying, this segment of this video that I'm getting ready to show the royal family is literally haunting me. My words came to fruition. Now, I've seen other people on YouTube where their words have came into fruition, but when mine's come into fruition and the emotions that I am feeling and going through, it's like this shit is profound. So, let's continue on. So I'm listening to my own material. So I cut this down so we can just listen to the most important part of this.
Rust Belt.
Sure.
If you're in coal country and you're a Trump voter, you don't have a job, you aren't being listened to, you want people to listen to you, your issue that's affecting you, then why would you listen to the issue that's affecting someone else?
I think it seems to be.
Well,
I think it's a little bit different than that. I think a lot of people say you have the right to protest. Do you need to do it in a way that comes across as being disrespectful to men and women that have fought for this country and disrespectful to the American flag to do it? I also think there's part of this, which is the conversation I have every day, which is Colin Kaepernick, I think, is very much become a hypocrite on this issue. The guy didn't even vote in the elections. He didn't even register to vote.
That's all well and good. Listen,
no, and I think you're right. Because a lot of Americans see it that way.
Hold on. Because you're saying in a way that is fitting. Who's to say which way you should protest is fitting? It wasn't seen as a protest of the flag until the president made it that issue. As a matter of fact, as you know, Colin Kaepernick spoke to a veteran who said, I think it would be more respectful if you kneel instead of sat during the national anthem. And the president made it into an issue. Why couldn't the president say, there's a reason that Colin Kaepernick, as Van said, is not standing during the national anthem. I represent all Americans. Let's understand why he's not standing and see if we can come to some sort of
because I think there's I don't know if you're going to have a consensus as long as people simply see by a lot of these players flat out disrespect for the flag. Now
it wasn't seen that way until the president made it into an issue.
Well, a lot of the players also didn't protest until they started to protest Donald Trump. You had whole teams stay in the locker room. You had whole teams come out that had never come out before.
Someone is telling you how to be an American. Someone is forcing. Why are you forcing patriotism on someone?
Let's be clear.
No
one's forcing it. The president has a right, and I think this is an obligation. Every president has an obligation to protect and defend the honor and the integrity of the flag, the national anthem, because of the President of the United States of America.
Which is respecting that. Well, first of all,
no one's saying they don't have a right to protest. I want to make that clear.
Everyone picks and chooses about it. We don't even know if it's right, according to the flag code, to have the flag stationary behind him in that interview they did with Fox tonight. Because the flag is supposed to be but everyone picks and chooses how they want to respect or disrespect the flag. We all know it's politics and it's hypocrisy.
Here's my thing.
If you're respecting the flag and the national anthem and what this country was built on, the people who fought and died for you to be able to protest in whatever way you want to. That is the American way.
You know that it's inappropriate during the national anthem to chug a beer. The same way it's inappropriate to blow bubbles in church.
I'm in a bar almost every weekend during football season having wings and beer, and everybody's chugging beers, and I look around.
I'm saying when you're at the
field, not standing.
When you were at the field, you know it's different. Don't act like
how
it's
is it
not
different? Why is it even done? Why is it even done?
To honor. Let me answer the question. It's to honor the United States of America, what we become as a country.
We're
going to ask a question, Lisa.
But you're getting some bull crap answer.
You don't like my answer. You don't like my answer. That's not bull crap.
It's not true. Because we know we're in America. It's not as if we're playing some international country. It's two American teams playing each other. We know that we're on American soil.
You're smarter than this.
No,
you're smarter than this.
No, don't tell me I'm smarter than that. Yes, I'm smarter than the answer. I'm smarter than the bullshit answer that you're giving.
Do you put your feet? It's not BS.
It is bullshit.
It's not
total BS.
This is exactly the reason why so many Americans disagree with you, because of the arrogance and the lack of respect for the American flag and men that died for this country. It absolutely is. It's called BS.
Every single day in school, I stand for the national anthem because it's appropriate to stand in school. A ball game is a completely different thing.
Anytime,
you just made the point
by saying
an American flag, eating chicken wings and chugging beer.
No,
so why would
when
you
you're
even
at the
put it
game,
in that realm?
you don't go and chug a beer when there's a flag on the field in the national anthem. That's not BS, Don. That's called respect for the country.
If you want to in America,
you can. It doesn't mean it's right. You absolutely have. You can. It doesn't mean it's.
Let me ask you something.
It doesn't mean it's an honorable thing to do.
All right, my royal family. Let's shut that down quickly. Now, when I seen that, and that was about, that was October 14th. I was like, who is this? And the part that stood out to me is when that white boy said, Don, you are better than this. Think about that. They know he a coon. And he was supposed to play his part out. And this white guy is shocked that you are better than this. You know, because behind the scenes, when he, you know, go to the bar with them, go to them dinner parties with them and stuff, he has said some degrading things about the royal family. He didn't crack them jokes and everything. He didn't got really comfortable. Now, everything that he said was true, but it was like, it stood out to me, because I'm like, wow. So okay. He's speaking with passion and conviction. But he still don't fully understand the nature of the beast. And I know there were many people pissed off at him in his inner circle. And I'm pretty sure they probably didn't say a word. Because when they have one of their coons flip like that, they back off of you. And then they'll find another way to make you submit, to make you feel. And they love pumping fear into you. So, and then on top of that, Don Lemon wrote a letter to Trump. Now I know behind the scenes they saying, look at this faggot ass coon. He ain't on code. Who the fuck he think he is? See, he gonna get that moment. They never think they gonna get that moment. So then we're gonna go to this video. This one's really short, but it's powerful.
Death threats from a Twitter user, CNN's Don Lemon has filed a police report with the NYPD. That's according to TMZ. The messages reportedly said, quote, "Can't wait to stab your neck," and "You're a pile of rotting dog, racist, communist, socialist, liberal moron hole. I will fine you, you will pay, I'll see you real soon." The comments, which allegedly came from a white supremacist Donald Trump supporter, come after Lemon on his show went after President Trump about his treatment of the widow of Sergeant LaDavid Johnson.
Mr. Trump, please stop it. Please stop.
He was talking specifically about this tweet where the president wrote, "I had a very respectful conversation with the widow of Sergeant LaDavid Johnson," and spoke his name from beginning without hesitation. Lemon told the president he essentially called the widow a liar after she went on Good Morning America and said that the president couldn't remember her husband's name. The host said Trump needs to start acting like the leader of the free world.
You are the commander-in-chief, the president of the United States of America, the greatest country on earth. Act like it.
Now, the police report Lemon filed labeled the alleged threats as aggravated harassment. Officials are even looking into the situation as a possible hate crime. The Twitter account and the tweets have since been deleted.
All right, my royal family. So, he didn't receive a death threat. See, when they threaten you, they do it openly, because I get them threats too. I've dealt with those threats. See, the nature of the beast, they don't want to hide what they do. They up front in your face. They fear what he is doing. So that's why they approached him in that way. And remember when I was talking about when we have to go to the enemy to keep the enemy off of us, how crazy that is? Now he gonna go down there to the police station and file a complaint because he's getting all these threats. That is laughable to those people in there. Now they will pretend like they're going to do stuff. They're not going to help him at all. They're not going to support him at all. Now they're going to chip at him. Oh yeah, Because like the white boy said, Don, you better than that. Words have a lot of power. And it's like, right, I mean, the white boy, it was like right at the tip of his lips. He wanted to call him a nigga so bad. And do you think that Don Lemon can go to the royal family? Are you going to support him? Look out after him? No. See, when you coon out, you already dead before you start. You can't come back to us. And usually when they come back, try to come back to us, them demons then did something to you to wake your ass up, and you start feeling the pain, the very thing that you've been avoiding. Because I've been saying for a long time, a coon is a con. Because they don't want to have to go through what we have to go through in this war. And then after you done took tons of shits on us, the only thing you left to do is run back to your people? No. No way. The only thing, my royal family, when coons try to come back, the only thing that they good for is information. That is it. See, you get a lot of information out of a person when they up in their feelings and truth come out, because you feel lost and you want to be embraced. Oh no, they gonna give you the side eye. They gonna give you the shade. These people not playing. They are afraid of losing their throne, and they know what is going on. They know their folks is dropping dead. I mean, all kind of stuff is happening. All kind of stuff is happening to them. They understand. And in this white supremacist system, you have to work hard to maintain. It's tiring. It's exhausting. It really is. We a burden to them. It's like they don't go away. Let them wear themselves out. God is working on them. And we need to continue to unite. We need to continue to wake each other up. And yesterday when I discovered what I read to the royal family in the Bible, that we were called, our Father called us. That meant we had certain duties, and we didn't take it serious. We are His precious children, but we have no business disrespecting our Father. And then you go way over there to the enemy, right in the pit, playing. Now the shit then got hot. He wasting his time going down there reporting that shit. Now what we have to watch is, as this play out, they will use that situation to come off like they fair and balance. They use what they can use. But behind the scenes, oh yeah, Don Lemon, you gonna get that work. Oh yes, you gonna truly understand the word nigga. Remember when he put that sign up, nigga? I said, wow, really? Blatant disrespect. So my royal family, I know we gonna mix it up on this one. I mean, every day. Sometimes I'll be like, what I'm going to make a video about? And I mean, it's non-stop what's going on. I mean, everything seems like it can speed it up. So anyway, my royal family, I thank you for your love. All right, my royal family. Okay, so so when I was listening to that, because you know when you do these videos, you truly do forget sometimes what you have said. It starts cluttering up. And so listening to the latter part of that, I sat straight up. I was like, damn. It just took the words out of my mouth. I was like, wow. This example here, my royal family, because a lot of us is doing these videos. We're trying to wake up, we're trying to wake up our folks that are still asleep. Some of us don't truly understand this is a war. We are still in bondage. It's just done all differently. We still have those mental shackles. And we're teetering, messing with the enemy. The enemy, I keep saying, read those books too. Now, they in denial about many things. But once they fully feel these curses coming down on them, they're going to conduct themselves, and they already doing it, like a cage animal. And that's why I'm saying we need to stop mixing and mingling with them. We don't, to the best of our abilities, don't partake into the system. Yes, you have to survive, but you can step out in that world and you can maneuver. You have to stay in a state of survival. Now, I always see a silver lining, even in the most horrible situation. And we have, for years, been talking about rebuilding this village. And based on how these circumstances is going, that we are seeing daily and rapidly, it's going to naturally bring us back together. And when we come back together, we are going to so fully understand how real this shit is that it ain't going to be too much drama between us. Because it's like, okay, I get it. We got to survive. And that's where I go back to having that shift in consciousness. We consciously already know what we got to do. We are on code. Because they have been successful at scattering us, and it makes us weaker. But their stuff is going to be so overwhelming that, because they're always watching us, they're going to have to lay them swords down and deal with their own shit. And so we don't need to just be sitting idly by watching what they doing. We got to get armed up too. That's why, again, the art of war. We have to psychologically beat these people to the point where we didn't fuck with them so psychologically that they'll kill themselves. We just stay out of their way. But this video, my words literally are haunting me. And Don Lemon has did a lot of shit towards the royal family. And he's waking up, but he ain't fully awake because he laying up fucking a white boy. But he has harbored their secrets for years. For years. So he's dangerous, even to the Caucasoids. And the information that he done held, you wouldn't believe the stuff he may know. And they like, oh no, we're going to shut his ass down. So if the government possibly did kill his sister. It would be too obvious, my royal family. It would be too obvious to take him down. So, what's going to happen from here? Either two different things. Either Don Lemon is going to stay silent or stay on cold, or he gonna feel like he done lost everything in the world and he don't even care if he live, and he going to spill the beans. He gonna let it all out. The shit gonna hit the fan. He gonna become so fucking radical. So, we will see what direction he's going to go, because he is going to deeply be up in his feelings. Wow, this is some powerful stuff. I was saying to my husband, everything now that we are dealing with in this system and all the things that we are seeing in this system, it is literally biblical. And you got to think about this, my royal family. You were chosen to see the first phase of these curses and prophecies being rendered. Our Father is that exact. And we'll talk more about this tonight on the Hangout. I was supposed to do it yesterday, and I didn't feel well. I feel great today, and I'm going to rest up some more. But there's some things that the royal family got to talk about, and there's some things that the royal family got to stop ignoring in this cesspool, in this war. And we have to understand the psyche of the beast. When the beasts see their impending doom. And so they're going to double it up. Because, let me tell you how nutty they is. They're so nutty that, and so selfish, it's like, well, if I can't make it, I'm going to hit the nuclear button and we'll just blow up this whole fucking world. That's how their mind is. And they'll poison all the water. They'll poison all the crops. They'll pollute the air. And man has done that. Because they drunk with power. And so, as far as this thing with Don Lemon, it's like, we're going to use you as the example. So we acknowledge what's going on. And then we have to continue to fight even harder. Because they're trying to put us all in check with fear. So we already know what they're going to do. Because they keep doing the same repetitive thing over and over. We need to continue to lock up our rims. And if we feel some fear, they won't know it. Because when you lock up your rims like a chain link, when one seems like they feeling some kind of way, we hold them up. But this stuff is serious. We need to sit down with our immediate family and say, come on, family, let's get our house in order. Let's put our petty differences to the side. Because these motherfuckers are savages. And that savage behavior is coming out every day. Every day. So anyway, my royal family, I'm filled with emotions because just listening to my own video blew me back. So anyway, my royal family, do what you always do. Render your voice with your beautiful, divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.